Hello everyone and welcome to Man's Life Roulette. Today in this video we'll learn about the strategy which actually mean for the last number. If the last number is 20 then it's a bigger number, so you have to bet 3 unit at bigger number and 2 unit at first dozen. By betting in this way you can cover the first dozen, the 12th number, which will give you 1 unit of profit. Again, the bigger number or 3 unit you have put it will give you a 1 unit of profit. The number 13 to 18 are the losing number. There are total 7 losing number including 0. For this strategy you need to have at least a $500 bankroll, but I have a $700 bankroll and my unit bets is of $10 and I play for a target of $50 for every cycle. So what you need to do is add one unit, not actually one unit, a set of unit, that is 2 plus 3, 2 at the dozen and 3 at the smaller or bigger number, and play. If you bet the bigger number then you should cover the first dozen, and if you bet the smaller number then you should bet at third dozen. That is the strategy. So my last number is 11. It's a bigger number, so 3 unit at the bigger side and 2 unit at third dozen. So play. I'm playing for a target of $50. I have started it from 700. It's a 2, a smaller number, and I get 1 unit or $10 profit. Again, just rebets. Again a smaller number, again a profit. So again just 3 unit and 2 unit at the dozen. You only need to increase your bets only when you lose. So again a smaller number, 18. So just rebets. It's again a smaller number, again a profit. So just rebets and play with the same 3 and 2 combination. It's 12, again a smaller number, again a profit. Now you can see I have achieved the target of $50 quite easily. So now let's try for another $50, and the last number is 12. Again a smaller number, so 3 unit at smaller number and 2 unit at the third dozen. Only you need to shift your bets when you lose, otherwise you have to just rebets. Or it's a 16, again a smaller number, again a profit. What I'm saying is you only need to shift your bets when you lose, and also you have to increase the bets when you shift the bets, or you can continue with the same progression until you achieve the target. Now I lose, so I have to add 1 unit or 1 set of unit actually, that is 3 and 2, and also I have to change the position. Now its last number is 22, you can see, so I have to shift my bets to bigger side 3 unit and first dozen 2 unit. Now a bigger number has become 6 unit and a 4 unit for the smaller one as first dozen. As I lose my last spin, I just increase the bets or add 1 set of unit, that is a 3 unit at bigger number and 2 unit more at first dozen. So again I win here. So I don't need to shift the bets, I just have to play with the same bets amount. Again a bigger number, again a profit. So once again I can play with the same 6 unit and 4 unit. Once you write the progression, stay there until you achieve the target. It's 7, again a winning number. So let's send rebets. Actually, I need to shift the bets here, but I unfortunately forgot to shift the bets. Just rebets and play. So it's 5. Again, a winning number. Now the last number is 5, a smaller number. So 6 unit at a smaller side and 4 unit at third dozen. As I haven't achieved my target yet, I have to continue with the same high bets amount. Yet 6, again a winning number. Now you can see I have achieved the target. I have started this cycle with the 750 and now I am at 810. So my target was up $50, but actually I make $60 over here. So let's try again for another $50 with the same strategy and set back progression. Now the last number is 6, so 3 unit and at the bigger number and 2 unit at the third dozen. Always start the cycle from the minimum 3 and 2 unit. You can choose your unit according to your bankroll. If you have a bigger bankroll, then you can go with $10 unit. If you have a smaller bankroll, then you can go with the $5 unit. That is quite good. For $5 unit, 25 or $30 target should be good for this strategy. So last number 15 is smaller number, so I put my bet accordingly. 36, a bigger number, but it's a winning number. So for 36, 3 unit at bigger number and 2 unit at small first dozen. This strategy is quite easy to apply and also quite profitable. So it's 19, a bigger number, again I win. So again the same bets for 19, the bigger number, 3 unit at bigger side and 2 unit at first dozen. Again a bigger number, it's again a profit. Now I achieved the target again. You can see I have started this cycle with $810. Now it's 860. That means I make a profit of $50 again. So try another time or another $50 with the same basic strategy. We have covered. So last number is 31, the bigger number. So 3 unit at bigger and 2 unit at first dozen. In this strategy, we are winning at more number than we are losing. We are losing only at 7 number and winning at 30 numbers. That is quite good for us. We can easily write the progression without any fear of losing, because in 8 or 10 spin we are going to hit only 2 or 3 losing spins, which can be recovered quite quickly by putting extra bets or extra units upon our losses. Again it's a bigger number, again a winning. So now I have to shift my bets, as 31 is the bigger number, so I have shifted to bigger side for 6 unit and first dozen 4 unit. This is quite simple and also efficient to make profit. The only thing is that you need to have at least a $500 bankroll if you are playing with $10 bets, or sometimes you need more. So this time it's a smaller number, so I put my bets accordingly with some 60 and 40 high bets, because I haven't achieved the target. Once in a cycle you write the progression, keep the same high betting amount until you achieve the target. Again it's a bigger number, so I put my bet accordingly. As I have covered a 30 number out of 37 from the table, the chances of hitting my covered number is quite high. The only thing to remember is that whenever you lose, you have to add an extra unit, extra set of unit to recover the losses and to achieve the target. It's a 17, again a winning number. Now you can see the bankroll. I've started with 860 and now I am at 910. That means I achieved the target once again. So this is one of the best strategy to make profit from roulette. It's simple and it's also effective. You can utilize this strategy. If you are a beginner, then definitely you should try this strategy. At the end, let me remind you the strategy. The last number will decide the position and also the value of the bets. If the last number is a smaller number, then cover 3 unit at a smaller number and a 2 unit at last dozen. So at both the side, at smaller and the last dozen or the third dozen will give you profit of 1 unit, and only the sixth number which are left include and zero, that is 7 number, are the losing number in this strategy. So we have a 13 number to win and 7 number to lose. That means we will win almost 70% of the time, and the progression is quite clear. Start from 3 unit at a smaller number and a 2 unit at a dozen. If you lose, then add another 3 unit to the smaller or bigger number and another 2 unit to the dozen. This is simple. You can achieve the target by